What's good, y'all? This is your boy Akil McLeod back with another video, and today I'm gonna hit up Ross and maybe a couple other locations as well to find some shoes to flip online. And as you guys know, the focus is shoes, so I might check the clothing section as well, but as soon as I hit up Ross, I usually just go straight to the men's section. Then I usually hit up the women's section as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, y'all, so first up I came across this pair of Nike Air 270s. I believe this is a 270 utilities. They were just asking way too much money for these. I've been seeing these quite often in Ross, but they're not selling that well. So for 75 bucks, that's how much they've been selling for online. Next was a pair of Adidas. These are some Boosts, but they had like that nice Parley colorway. I've been seeing these a lot too, but for 40 bucks, I'd rather pick these up for the personal collection instead of trying to resell, because resale wise, not doing so well. Same thing with these. These are a pair of Adidas Pure Boost DPRs. I actually found some of these in the outlet for around the same price. Some I've even seen cheaper, so Ross is just a little too expensive. Now, drop a comment if you guys have been picking these up, these Pro Tro Jordans. I've been seeing these quite often in different colors. This is my first time finding this all black colorway, but this one was 60 bucks, and I might take a chance on these, but I'll have to do some more research. Next up is a pair of Epic Reacts, and I really do like Epic Reacts, especially nowadays. I'm trying to run more often, especially on the treadmill. So I might pick these up for the personal. In terms of resale, these aren't reselling that well, close to that $70 range. So not a ton of profit to be made on here at all, especially after fees. Next up, drop a comment if you guys remember when everyone was picking up these Converses. I haven't seen this all white colorway, but the black and that leopard print was infamous for being on Poshmark and eBay for like 80 bucks. So definitely passing on these. Now these were really dope. They had a pair of Vapormax. I believe these are called the Vapormax Gliese. I even had to try these on because they had a size 11 and a size 13 in here. The size 11 fit pretty well, but overall they were asking 80 bucks for these, and honestly I don't know how often I'd actually wear a pair of all red sneakers. I'm gonna check the comps and see how these are doing, but overall I might have to pick these up for myself. Here we got a pair of Adidas Pods, and these have been on clearance for a very long time on the Adidas store. Even the Adidas eBay store is selling those really cheap, so no chance of me picking those up to flip. I've been seeing these all the time, these Lone Star State Air Moneys. I don't even know why I'm still seeing these. Nobody's picking those up. Next up was some baseball cleats, and baseball season is here, so baseball cleats might start selling a little better now. These are only $16.99, so I'm gonna run the comps and see if it's worth picking these up. Drop a comment if you guys have been picking these up to flip, because baseball cleats usually take a long time to sell for me. Next up was a pair of Adidas. I believe these are called the TS1. Funny story about these, I actually picked up 3 or 4 pairs of these from Marshalls a few months ago, and they were sitting forever, and I just decided to just let them go super cheap, basically just break even and get my money back. But for these shoes, this is actually a better colorway than the ones that I had, so I'm not gonna take another chance on these and try to play myself, but just decided to share that quick story with you guys. Next up is this pair of Jordan Big Funds. These are not dope to me at all, and I've been seeing these on Poshmark and on eBay listed for like 100 bucks. I don't know who's actually into buying these. I don't think these are gonna flip too well. I haven't seen any sales on these either, so drop a comment if you're picking those up from Ross. Next up, we got another pair of Pro Tros. I just seen the black colorway. This is the tan one. Also been seeing these listed everywhere for at least 100 bucks, but I don't know of how they're actually selling. I know I'm not picking these up because I don't even want to deal with the race to the bottom, because that's eventually what's gonna happen with those. Here we got a pair of Reacts, also super comfortable. Not my size, and they probably won't sell for a ton of profit, but this colorway is really nice. So if you guys are interested in finding some Reacts, definitely gotta check out Ross. Now this one was a very interesting find. This was a pair of Air Moneys in a purple colorway, and I was checking the comps on eBay, and these were doing pretty well online. In terms of profit though, these were 65 bucks, so not a lot of profit could be made with these. And after further review, I realized that these did have some flaws, some like discoloration on the shoe itself. So even if I did want to take a chance on these due to those flaws, I had to pass. This was a really nice find. For 50 bucks, we got a pair of Air Max 95 triple white colorway. It's kind of like an alligator scale on here. Really dope. I'm definitely going to be picking these up. I'll have to check the comps and see how much they're selling for. But usually anytime I find Air Max 95s, I usually always pick them up because they sell pretty well for me, especially when they're in a really good size like this. Next up was this pair of golf shoes, and I've seen these golf shoes several times in the past, but I've been seeing them for like 30 bucks, but here they're on clearance for $20. So I'm definitely going to take a chance on these. It might not sell for a ton of profit, but golf shoes sell pretty fast for me, so I'm going to take a chance on those. Next up, we got a pair of, I believe these are ISPA Reacts. Now, these are really dope. Only downside to this is the fact that it's a size 5. And size 5 shoes for men or for women usually sit a very, very long time. If this was a bigger size, I would have took a chance on them. But that size 5 is just too small. Next, we got a pair of Sense Boosts, and these were also in the Adidas outlet. I believe these were about 40 bucks. So without the box, and I think they're asking 40 bucks here without the box. So I'm gonna pass on those, but I have to check the comps for these because I just gotta see for myself. So I threw the style code in on eBay to check the comps, and the active listings, all of them are over 100 bucks, so that's always a good sign. But after I checked the sold listings, I seen a couple actually sell for 100. This one sold for 140, 109, so that's always a really good sign. But after I kept scrolling, I realized that some were listed for even less than 100 bucks, and I believe they were asking 75 bucks for these shoes. So after checking the comps, it's just not worth it to me to pick those up. Now here was a pair of Pegasus, I believe these are the Zoom Pegasus 36, but they did have that Arizona State logo in the back, so this might just be kind of like a local find. I don't know if everybody else can find these, but to me, I think they might be kind of rare, so I'm going to have to take a chance on these and pick them up. These are only the active listings I'm searching right now just to see how much competition is out there. Only downside to this as of right now is that there's no sold listings. So I might just have to wait until the summertime when people are searching more for these, but hopefully they do sell for some decent profit because I'll take a chance on them. Next up, we got another pair of React, but these are the React 270s in a really dope colorway, and I think these are actually my size, so I'm gonna have to try these on and see what these are about. They were asking 70 bucks, so that's a lot of money for these. These were even cheaper in the outlets, and as soon as I flipped them over, I seen that these were probably a return because these were clearly worn at least once or twice. But I'm gonna check these out a little later and run the comps on those. Next up, I found another pair of Tailwind Stranger Things, that Nike collaboration. This is my second time finding this shoe. The first time I found it, mine didn't actually have the additional pins that you see here. So I ended up actually selling mine really cheap because I didn't have the pins, but this one does have everything, so I might pick this one up as well just to see if I can get a quick flip on these. They were selling really well at first, but now the market has kind of tanked on those. Next up, we got a pair of Adidas Ultra Boosts, and these are kind of like I guess these are made for road running. They're a little more heavy duty. But with this, I can easily tell that this was a return. Somebody tried to clean off the number on the bottom, so I'm not going to take a chance on that. Clearly, somebody else couldn't flip them. Next up, we got another pair of 270 utilities. They were asking 75 bucks for these as well. So same thing with the other colorway that we found at the first location. A little too much money for these, but it is what it is. Really good pickup for the personal collection though. And last but not least, I came across this pair of Air Max, I believe these Air Max Plus. If this was a larger size, best believe I would have picked these up, but men's size 4, this is just way too small. Alright y'all, so we are back, and to start things off, I'll just share some of the pieces that I did pick up. And first off is this pair of Ultra Boosts in the black and Parley colorway. These Ultra Boosts are in Ross all over the place, and some are selling pretty well. I've been seeing some sell for about 80 to 100 bucks, but I did want to pick up one for myself. As you guys seen, it's already been worn. I've already been rocking these to the gym. These are super comfortable, and for me, 50 bucks for a pair of Ultra Boosts brand new, you really can't go wrong with that. So I always tell people, make sure you're taking care of your body and making sure that you're staying healthy. healthy. And Ultra Boost for me are one of the most comfortable shoes to run in, and I'm trying to run a little more often. So if you guys are out there trying to find some Ultra Boost for the low, hit up Ross. You might not make a ton of profit if you're trying to sell them, but it's definitely a good pickup for the personal collection. Next up, I took a chance on these. These are a pair of Nike Air Pegasus. I believe these are the Zoom Pegasus 36, but the good thing about these is that they did have that little Arizona logo in the back, and this is something that's probably you would only find in Arizona. I'm not sure if these are out there in other locations as well, but for me, I decided to just take a chance on these for 40 bucks. I was checking some to see if I can find some sold listings, and I don't think at that point of time when I was checking, I don't think any had actually sold, but there were some pretty good comps in terms of what people actually had listed. So I took a chance on them for 40 bucks, see if I can get them sold for at least 100, maybe a 120. They might sit for a while, they might sell a lot faster in the summertime when other people are trying to find outdoor running shoes, but we'll see how they do. Next up, we got another pair of golf shoes, and these aren't like an extremely expensive pair of golf shoes by any means. These are pretty basic. I've been seeing these in Ross all over the place for about 30 bucks, but these were actually on clearance for only 20, so I decided to take a chance on them. When it comes to finding stuff from Ross, sometimes you might go to one Ross and they're on clearance for say $10 or $15 cheaper than other Ross, and I know for a fact these are selling anywhere between 60 and 70 bucks, so not a ton of profit, but like I tell you guys all the time, during those summer months golf shoes sell like this for me, so I just had to take a chance on them. Not a ton of profit, but I like selling golf shoes. And last but not least, we got a pair of Nike Air Max 95 for women, and this is like in a triple white colorway, really nice, really clean. These were 50 bucks, and I seen comps on eBay from anywhere between 120 to as high as 140, so I'm definitely going to price mine on the higher end and just wait until the right buyer comes along, because these are really dope in my opinion. I wish I had the box fees, because I probably would have been able to get a little more profit for these, but these are still a really good find, so we'll see how these sell. Alright y'all, that's all I got for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed that one, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
For the winner, cause you felt like you was losing, only for the winner. Move just to keep from cooling, like only for the winner, only for the winner, only for the winner. Boy, my heart is cold, and I'm too cool to sweat it. I should've never offered it. I'm tight and now I'm off this shit.